Hey guys, this is Chris with Unknown Comics, and this week we're talking about Final Order Cutoff for May 10th, 2021. Most of these books are going to be street dating June 2nd, 2021. One exception to that is going to be like Venom 35. That's going to be street dating June 9th, 2021. Of course, if you want to pre-order any of these comics, you can do that at unknowncomicbooks.com. Save up to 30% when you pre-order from Unknown Comics. So let's talk about our share contest, our comment contest. Thank you guys so much for commenting on last week's video. We're really excited to continue doing this. We had a winner, of course, so we've gone through and randomly selected a winner, and that winner this week is John Oliver. So John, if you're listening again, please reach out to our customer service team. We will make sure you have an account with us and then get you a order. You will win one version of each book we talked about in last week's Final Order Cutoff contest. So we're going to be doing that again this week, so make sure you like, subscribe, share the video, and then of course comment down below on the video, and you will be entered in to win one version of each of the books we talk about this week in our top 10 picks for Final Order Cutoff. So again, all you have to do is like, share, and then of course comment down below, and we'll put your name in the drawing to win. Thank you again to everyone who commented. We really do appreciate it. It's great to see everybody being able to use these videos and order accordingly with what they feel like they should be getting. So thank you again so much. And again, congratulations, John Oliver, on being our first winner for the Final Order Cutoff contest. All right, so let's get right into it. Here's our top 10 for this week. Coming in at number 10, we have Basilisk number 1. Basilisk number 1, of course, is Boom Studios. That's the publisher for this one. This one's being written by Colin Bunn. Colin writes a lot of stuff, but he's a great writer, so it makes sense. I don't know how he keeps it all in his brain, all the things in order. He writes for Marvel, he writes for Boom, he writes for anybody and everybody, so he's a great writer. Interior art is by Jonas Scharf, and this is Boom Studios. Who can stop the Chimera? 5 individuals bound by a cult-like hive mind, they terrorize small towns with their horrifying supernatural sense-based powers, leaving death and destruction in their wake. Reagan, one of the Chimera, escaped and has been in hiding with her murderous eyes bound, overcome with guilt, until now, when a victim from her past forces her to hunt down the other 4 of her kind. New York Times best-selling horror writer Colin Bunn and artist Jonas Scharf reunite to unleash a supernatural horror series for fans of Philadelphia and Stillwater, rooted in the way we process the world, our senses. So again, that's Basilisk number 1 from Boom Studios. That's number 10 on this week's list. Coming in at number 9, Amazing Spider-Man number 67. Nick Spencer and Federico Vincentini still on the creative team here for Amazing Spider-Man. Again, of course, this is Marvel Comics. In the wake of King's Ransom, Spidey's journey takes a big turn. The revelation of giant-sized Amazing Spider-Man, King's Ransom, was huge, but you don't understand half of what it actually means. But you should know the Chameleon is making the biggest play ever as the Chameleon conspiracy begins here. Looks like it's going to be extra big this time around too. This is going to be a 40-page instead of your standard 28. So this definitely looks like an issue of Spider-Man you want to pick up. Coming in at number 8 this week, Out of Body number 1. This is from Aftershock Comics. This is being written by Peter Milligan. The interior art is by Inaki Miranda. When Dan Collins wakes to find his life hanging by a thread, he must use his astral projection to discover who tried to kill him. Who is the beautiful mystic who tries to help him? Why does August Frye want Dan's soul, and what does it have to do with a demon who seems to be Dorian Gray? A weird occult detective thriller about life, death, and whatever lies in between. From award-winning comic book writer Peter Milligan and artist sensation Inaki Miranda comes an awesome new dimension in horror and mystery. So this is Out of Body number 1, Aftershock Comics. Looks like a pretty good read. Make sure you're picking this one up if you haven't had a chance. This is number 8 on this week's top 10, and again, that's Out of Body number 1. Coming in at number 7 is Batman 109. Of course, James Tynion's still at the helm writing Batman right now, and then you have 2 little short stories going on in Batman. Jorge Jimenez is doing the interior art, as well as Ricardo Ortiz. Batman 109, DC Comics, main story. Mayor Nakano Green lights the magistrate pilot programming for Gotham City as Batman goes toe-to-toe with the augmented and bloodthirsty Peacekeeper. It's a brutal battle for the ages, but what secret does Harley Quinn hold about the man beneath the armor? Sean Mahoney. And how does this all play out in Scarecrow's hands? The backup story, Ghostmaker is fighting through incredible odds to reach the nefarious Madam Midas, but will his next opponent, Brainstorm, be impossible to overcome? Again, that's Batman 109 by DC Comics, written by James Tynion. Coming at number 6, we have have a few books here. This is the beginning of the Hellfire Gala event that Marvel is holding. This is taking over a lot of the X-Men books in the month of June. This looks like it'll be a pretty cool event, pretty big event for sure. Don't miss out on this. We're going to have some new stuff coming in here, new characters, storylines, and then for sure you don't want to miss out on X Factor 10. Now, to start off with, we have 3 books: Marauders 21, Hellions 12, and X-Force 20. These are going to be your top books here to kind of launch off this little mini series or mini gathering of books. Of course, we also have a great set of exclusive covers coming, 6 books coming from David Nakayama, and then we have 6 other artists also helping us out there. Chu, Sabine Rich, we have Lucas Winrick, Felipe Masura, Jared Cleto, Miguel Micardo. So you don't want to miss this set. We have those up now on sale. Look for the Hellfire Gala bundles. They come with a really, really cool Unknown Comics t-shirt as well. And then we have, I mean, they're priced to move. They are really, really well priced. We have those. The Virgin is up to 50% off. So make sure you're grabbing those. Again, that's Hellfire, Marauders 21, X-Force 20, and then we also have Hellions 12 to kick it off this week. Marauders 21 kind of giving us the kickoff description, written by Jerry Dugan. Welcome to the Hellfire Gala. The Hellfire Trading Company has put together the biggest event of the season. The very first Hellfire Gala. Everyone will be there, all your favorite mutants, their closest allies, even their worst enemies, for a night of dinner, drinks, diplomacy, and deceit. Fireworks to follow, plus, from the archives, a classic X-Men tale with our very first look at Hellfire Gala by Chris Claremont and John Bolton. It's going to be an oversized book. It's going to be 48 pages, still only $4.99 retail, and of course you save 30% off when you pre-order at Unknown Comics. So pretty good price for a oversized book like this. So make sure you're picking up all the Hellfire Gala books. Those are number 6 on this week's top 10. Coming in at number 5, we have Nocterra, number 4. Again, this is a powerhouse team of Scott Snyder and Tony Daniels. This is being published by Image Comics. The book's been great so far. This one has an amazing cover, B cover from Jenny Frazon. This is, again, a great book to pick up for collection-wise and also just for reading. Great story so far. Full Throttle Dark, Part 4. The road runs out as Val reaches the fabled location of her promised sanctuary. Will she find the haven she so desperately seeks, or will something far more terrifying be waiting for her? So again, this is Nocterra number 4. This is number 5 on this week's top 10 list. Coming in at number 4, we have Non-Stop SpiderMan number 3. This is being written by Joe Kelly and interior by Chris Bacalo. Something is happening to the brightest young minds in New York City, and Spider-Man has found himself in the middle of it. This story is going to show you a side of Peter Parker that neither you nor Peter thought existed, and neither of you will be able to handle it. This got pushed a little bit. I think it was one of our top 10s, of course, in the past, but again, you definitely want to be picking up Non-Stop Spider-Man. It's a great series. We have, of course, exclusives on it from Gabriel Dell'Otto as well for issues 1, 2, and 3. Issue 4, we should be launching an exclusive for that for soon. Also will be an art by Gabriel Dell'Otto. So Non-Stop Spider-Man number 3 from Marvel Comics. Coming in at number 3 this week, we have The Nice House on the Lake number 1. This is a new Black Label book from DC Comics. This, of course, is being written by James Tynion. Anything James Tynion's writing is something you want to be involved in. Looks like it's a 12-part series, Black Label. Everyone who was invited to the house knows Walter well. They know him a little anyway. Some met him in childhood, some met him months ago, and Walter's always been a little off. But after the hardest years of their lives, nobody was going to turn down Walter's invitation to an astonishingly beautiful house in the woods, overlooking an enormous sylvan lake. It's beautiful, it's opulent, it's private, so a week of putting up with Walker's weird little schemes and nicknames in exchange for the vacation of a lifetime? Why not? All of them were at that moment in their lives when they could feel themselves pulling away from their other friends. Wouldn't a chance to reconnect be nice? But something is killing the children, and Department of Truth James Tynion IV has changed the face of horror in modern comics. Now get ready for his most ambitious story yet, alongside his Detective Comics partner, Alvaro Martinez Bueno. Again, this is Nice House at the Lake number 1. This is the new Black Label book from DC Comics. You want to pick this up. Pick this up, grab it, you can pre-order it now. This is a 12-part series from DC Comics. This is number 3 on this top 10. Coming in at number 2, we've been talking about it over the last few weeks in every video. The Preludes, the Alpha, Star Wars, War of the Bounty Hunters, number 1. This is number 1 of the ongoing miniseries. This is 5-part, and this again is talking about the story arc between when Star Wars, you see Darth Vader frees Han Solo, and then the time between then and when he gets to Jabba the Hutt's palace. So it's just everybody going after Boba Fett's bounty, the War of the Bounty Hunters. This is being written by Charles Soule. Interior art is by Roland Rosenans. At war for the greatest prize of all, Han Solo, the hunt begins. Nobody steals from Boba Fett. The notorious bounty hunter will not stop until he gets what's rightfully his. For the thief, no corner of the galaxy is safe. Good thing for them, the Rebel Alliance, the Empire, and even bounty hunters in the galaxy is standing in Boba's way with a last page reveal that will blow this Death Star-sized story wide open. Issue number 1 is just the beginning. The biggest crossover in Star Wars history will continue raging through the pages of the War of the Bounty Hunters event miniseries and tie into Star Wars, Dr. Aphra, Darth Vader, and bounty hunters through October. Only one hunter will be left standing, and the Star Wars galaxy will never be the same. This first issue is 40 pages, so it is oversized. Make sure you're picking this up. They're setting this up to be a big story arc here in the Star Wars comics, and of course, everything's canon. So make sure you're grabbing this. This is number 2 on this week's top 10 list. That's Star Wars War of Bounty Hunters, number 1. Finally, number 1 this week, Venom 35, or if you would like to say Venom 200. So this is 200 issues, celebrating big time for that, legacy number wise. Of course, this is Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman's last hurrah with Venom for now. They are finishing their series here with this last tidbit. The King in Black storyline, of course, ended with 34, but this is their kind of wrapping up with Venom here on issue 200. Donny Cates, interior art on this one's by Evan Coelho, and of course I'm sure we'll see some stuff from Ryan Stegman as well. The final chapter in the Book of Venom by Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman. This is it, Venomaniacs. The landmark 200th issue starring the most sinister symbiote in the Marvel Universe arrives, and after this, nothing will be the same. From Donny Cates, Ryan Stegman, and a who's who of artists from this issue that tore Eddie Brock's life asunder and brought the King in Black to Earth comes the first chapter of the rest of Venom's life. But in Noel's wake, what even remains of the Lethal Protector? Again, it's Marvel Comics. That's Venom 35. That's number 1 on this top 10 list for this week. Make sure you're grabbing that. You don't want to miss it. We have 3 exclusives for this one if you're looking for some cool cover art. We have one from Dave Raposa featuring Carnage, one from Marco Mastrazzo, which is a sick Venom cover. And then we'll actually be launching Venom 35 from Tyler Kirkham this week. We started this with Tyler. We thought it was appropriate that we ended it with Tyler as well. So make sure you're looking out for that. We'll be launching that this weekend of May. So make sure you're grabbing that. We really do appreciate it. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate you guys coming in every week and checking out these videos. We love to kind of help you guys figure out what's best for you to grab on your pre-orders. Again, if you want to order any of these books we've talked about, you can go to unknowncomicbooks.com. Save up to 30% when you pre-order from Unknown Comics. Make sure you follow us on social media. You can check out all the cool exclusives we're doing, cool events we're doing. We do have some signings coming up, so we're really excited to be announcing those. Look for us on Facebook or Instagram at Unknown Comic Books. We are doing a comment contest, share contest, so make sure you like, subscribe, share, and then comment down below in the video. You'll be entered in to win one version of every one of the books we've talked about today in this video. We have 10 books plus a couple extra because the gala event included a couple extra books. So make sure you comment down below. You'll get entered into a chance to win all these books we've talked about today. We'll announce the next winner on next week's video. So make sure you're listening week in, week out if you've commented down below so you know if you win. We really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again for listening, and we'll see you next time.